So I had a client today ask me a very good question. She said, is it possible to have more than one type of life insurance or more than one insurance company? And I was like, you know what? That is an excellent question. And yes, you absolutely can have more than just one insurance company. And so she has a policy from another company, and she thought that she was going to have to cancel that policy in order to get the $15,000 policy with me and my company. And I was like, absolutely not. And I told her that if anyone tells you that you need to cancel a policy that you have had, a whole life policy that you have had active, especially if it's longer than 2 years, that is not going to be in your best interest, because insurance companies have what's called a 2-year contestability period. Whether they say you're day one or not, there is still a 2-year contestability period, which means that if you were to pass away within the first 2 years of that policy, the insurance company has the right to go back and check the answers on your application to make sure that you did not lie, and they'll verify it with your doctor. All right. But yes, you can have more than one insurance company to make up your whole financial portfolio for your end of life. All right. The one thing that I did mention to her, because she is a little bit older, she was in her 70s, I had a nice 70-some-year-olds lately, and I let her know that, you know, some of those other policies, like where they talk about the wealth building plans, those plans that now that she's a senior, that cash value could affect her Social Security or disability. So some plans can affect your later in life payouts. So keep that in mind. A lot of these wealth building plans are not set for your end of life. They're really for building wealth, taking the money out, using it to buy certain things, and, you know, wealth building. They're not really supposed to be sitting there when you're 60, 70, you know, years old, because again, that cash value grows a lot faster. And Social Security, you know, the government, the state, they look at that as income. All right. So if you didn't know, now you know. If you have any questions with that, feel free to leave me a DM or put a comment down below, and I will break that down a little bit more for you. But yes, you can have more than one insurance company, more than one insurance policy, and different types. My portfolio is a wealth building plan. I have a term policy. I have a whole life policy. And I also have my final expense with my company, Lincoln Heritage. I have a $35,000 now. I increased it. I have a $35,000 whole life final expense, which means that that's the policy that pays out within 24 hours of claim approval. I have up to $160,000 worth of accidental. And I set it up so that I think I have 18 years left. But it's a 20-year paid off policy, which means that I only have to pay for 20 years and it'll stay active for the rest of my life. So that way I don't have to keep paying in my 70s and 80s and 90s, because I'm going to be 103 and die in my right mind, in my sleep. That's right. That's what I said. Have a great day. If you need me, call me, 412-609-6264. I'm going to go ahead and enjoy a little bit of this Wednesday, the date that I'm putting this video up. And I hope you had a great day as well. Peace.